The big question right now, though, a quick interview with BABU Owino, SONU chair, of course, after what has been happening at Nairobi University over the last 2 weeks. 62 students suspended. Today, I'll start. Thank you so much for making time for the big question, first of all. You've been described as the Mugabe of the university politics. Do you want to be the SONU chairman for life? And as you answer that, this is a David Ngure Ngangan Langata on Double 2 says, Babu, how many units are you currently doing for you to be a student for that long? Why do you think you're the only person fit to be the chairman by all means? So my question again, do you want to be the SONU chairman for life?
No,
this is your fourth term.
Hussein, this is my fourth term, and SONU chairmanship, you get it when it is you go through an electoral process, a democratic process where you're elected by your constituents. I was elected as a SONU chairman the fourth time, and the second time under the new SONU constitution. And when I talk about my brother about the issue of the units, I have to tell him clearly that I've done my first degree in actuarial science. I'm taking my second degree in law. Right.
Yes. We don't dispute that you've been elected democratically, so as you put it. But the thing is, this is your fourth term. Why? What is this you're offering? Why do you want to keep being the SONU chair?
The main reason is because the students are satisfied with my services. That's why they elect me, and that's why they elected me.
The same students have been protesting over the last 2 weeks that we saw 62 of them being suspended today.
That's clear. We have 84,000 students in the University of Nairobi. Less than 200 students were demonstrating, and there are reasons behind it.
Do you really care about the University of Nairobi students' welfare? Does that really matter to you as the chair of SONU?
I do. That's why they keep electing me.
If you do, and we have 62 students suspended today, we had protests last week. All this because you elected SONU chair. If you really care about the students, why wouldn't you just step down if it's going to create so much problems?
The issue of suspension of the students are in line with the riots that took place, which were violent and led to destruction of university property. There are students, and there's investigation that's going on, and as a SONU chairman, I've decided that we are going to return some of these innocent students.
Right, but the riots have come with a lot of destruction, isn't it?
Yes.
Anybody would really hate what has happened.
Yes.
Even the suspension of students.
Yes.
So if this really matters to you, you care about the welfare, why do you want to be in a place where we have students who don't want you going to protest and causing such
You're getting it wrong. I got 18,000 votes against 2,000 votes, the person who's protesting the results. That means clearly that as a SONU chairman, I've been democratically elected. We had other people, we had presidential elections. We see what happens after every electioneering period. Some people choose to grieve in the house, some people choose to mourn in the streets. So that is the decision they made.
Nathan Aurora on Twitter is saying, is Babu ready to resign as SONU chairman if protests persist against his re-election?
Why would I resign and I was democratically
So it doesn't matter
elected?
what happens?
I was elected democratically.
Okay. Yes. With all due respect to you, you don't strike many as an ordinary citizen, and you are a student. A lot of people are talking about you being high society, driving fuel guzzlers, living in high-end areas. We have seen you, and you can play that clip, and I'm sure you saw it on social media. You are there yourself. You can look at it on TV. We see you dish out money to University of Nairobi students to induce them to vote for you. The question is, first, what is the source of your wealth? Where do you get this money from?
First, I have to explain the issue of the video. That's not voter bribery. I was a SONU chairman then in February, went to Kenya Science, and my students requested that I buy them some lunch, and I did that.
How many students?
Not an offense. Look at the ladies that I give the money. They're around 10 students.
It was a long queue.
Who are getting that.
It was a long queue.
Only 10. Play the video again and you
It was a long queue of students getting money from you, and we can look at it again.
The question is, how many received? Just look at that.
Okay, back to my question then. What is the source of your wealth?
I don't have wealth myself. I'm not a wealthy person. Personally, my wealth comes from heaven. And what I need to say is that I own a group of companies, and I'm a farmer also. That if you need to know, I will explain at a later time, and I've already explained this on several occasions.
Right, you're the SONU chair.
Yes.
That is a coveted position, isn't it? and many would like to know, because they see you living, like high society. So when you say you have companies, what do these companies do? What kind of farming are you involved in?
There's supply, there's a construction company, and then there's properties.
So you work with the government? Is that what you're saying?
No, saying companies are owned by even individuals, not just government.
No, what I mean is, do you do government tenders when you say you do supply?
Some are government tenders, some are other institutions. Yes. Okay.
I asked this because Nakada Chair Mutuzo the other day just fell short of accusing you and the university leadership of being involved in drug business. First, how do you respond to that? And we saw police raid the university, saw crude weapons, and netted about 25 kilograms of bang.
Hussein, hearsay is not admissible in a court of law. I think Mutudo is consuming a lot of rumors from rumor mills, and himself, it's a shame if he can make such reckless statements. If he thinks that I'm involved in drugs, then let him prove and write a statement to the effect, and let me be arraigned in court for being involved in drugs. Okay, so let him not just make reckless statements because he should be talking. Okay, that's Mutudo, but we saw again the police going there, and in it, they got crude weapons and they netted 25 kilograms of bang. So how did that happen? University of Nairobi has 84,000 students. I don't control the lives of students in the University of Nairobi. That is the work of the administration. So you don't disagree that that could be happening in the University of Nairobi? It is like any other, it is a smaller part of the bigger society. So it could be happening in the University of Nairobi also, to say, because that was... And it is not my work to ensure that that doesn't happen. As the SONU it is work chair of the administration. As the SONU chair, I have to ensure that my students lead their lives in the university is okay. But I don't have to go into nitty-gritties on what a person does. Right. That is the work of the authority. Right. Finally, you have been accused of being violent by your opponents, and especially for those people who vie against you. And I don't know if we have that clip that shows people have... It's been running on social media, and I'm sure you saw it. You slapping somebody. You tried to explain it first. How did that happen? Hussein, I have to explain it clearly, and I've said it before, that get the CCTV footage that was at the Shell petrol station. You will see clearly that it is Mike Jacobs who came to our car to assault us first. We were acting probably out of self-defense. There were 5 people, we were 3. And get the CCTV footage from Shell and play to the public to see what happened. So you don't think that demeans you in your position as the chair of SONU? When people see you beating somebody senselessly? I didn't beat somebody. I didn't beat somebody. If you talk about beating, then I don't know if that is beating. Slapping is beating somebody, isn't it? Honestly speaking, I was not involved in that. And as a SONU chairman, I hold a position in the country, being a SONU chairman. And going back to the CCTV footage that we even put in social media and everybody was watching, shows clearly who came to assault who. Okay, that clip is there and everybody has seen it mostly on social media. I wish we had it. Finally, there's a picture circulating on social media. You again seem to be holding a gun, and I think we have it, and it was shown right now. Was that your gun? That's Photoshop. I've always said it on several TV stations and radio stations, and I don't know what the media wants with it, because every other time they put it, I say it's Photoshop. So the other day, we say now if I want to make you a lady, I just Photoshop you. That's so you don't own a gun. I don't. But you have bodyguards. Is there a reason why you work with bodyguards? I don't have bodyguards. You have bodyguards. Are you seeing any? I don't have bodyguards. You have bodyguards. You came with bodyguards in studio tonight. Those are my friends. What makes you think they're bodyguards? What's the description of a bodyguard? We see you walking around. So you say you never walk around with bodyguards? Those are friends, period. That you must walk with all the time. But what's the problem of walking with friends? Okay, BABU OWINO, thank you so much. BABU OWINO is the SONU chair. The question, is this your last term as the chair of SONU? Definitely, under the new constitution, it is my last term, which is in tandem with the supreme law of Kenya, the Kenyan constitution. Right, so whether that constitution is amended or not, this is your last term, that's what you're saying? This is my last term. Next year I'll be the next MP for Embakasi. And we wish you all the best. BABU OWINO, thank you so much for making time for the big question. Keep talking to us on 22422 on Twitter using the hashtag The Big Question. We are asking you tonight in our later interview on The Big Question, do you think Moses Wetangula should be called presidential flag bearer in 2017? Janet.